Hey everybody, it's Gloria Ortiz with Real People Realty, or some of you may know me as Glow, as in hashtag Go with Glow. Today's Formation Friday video is going to be about life insurance. So Isabel, who's a licensed insurance broker, agreed to sit down with me and give us some information. A lot of people think that life insurance is just to pay the cost of a burial, but really life insurance is a lot more than that. So I wanted her to give us some information to help prepare us for the future.
Absolutely. So you're correct. People do think it's just to bury a person, and they usually wait to the very last years of their life to acquire insurance. However, life insurance is income protection. And the best way that I could explain this to you is like this. So if you have a toaster that on the 1st and on the 15th of the month pops out $2,000.
Wow, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What would you do with that toaster? Mm-hmm. Would you protect it? Definitely. Like, what would you do if the first come and it breaks, nothing comes out? You'll be devastated, right? You would not know what to do. So you want to protect that toaster. So guess what? We don't have a magic toaster, but that little machine that pops money is us. So we have to protect it, right? Mm-hmm. You want to be able to protect your income. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because let's say that you and your spouse get together and you're both making $2,500 a month. That's $5,000, right?
$5,000 a month. Mm-hmm.
And so let's say that your debt is $5,000. You have to cover your mortgage, your utility, and so forth.
Or even if your debt was $4,000 a month.
Right.
The point is you're counting on that $5,000 coming into the household.
Right. Mm-hmm. So let's say, God forbid, your spouse passes away. Not only do you have to deal with the loss of your loved one and how to figure out how you're going to pay for that funeral expense and so forth, but guess what? Those utility bills are still coming in. The mortgage is still coming in. The light, the gas, the food that you have to provide. So now you have to figure out both. And especially this year, we don't know how many people passed away because of COVID.
And then death is always unexpected, right? But yeah, how many people passed away and then so they were without an income and then they had to prepare for a burial. So you're absolutely right.
And a lot of people not only lost the person they love, but they lost their homes, their car, because they were not able to supplement that extra income that was coming in, mm-hmm. So, and a lot of people think that insurance costs a whole lot of money, but if you acquire term insurance, you pay very little for it to cover a big debt. And we usually say to have life insurance in your early years of life, because that's when you have the most debt. You're starting new, you're starting a family, perhaps you buy a house, a boat, a car, whatever it may be. So your debt is high, but your income is low because everything that's coming in is going towards your debt. And also, mm-hmm. life insurance costs a lot less when you're younger than when you're older, because when you're older, of course, things arise. Health issues and so forth. So you want to be able to be covered starting at your younger years, where your debt is a lot higher, where you have to protect that income, where you have to protect your loved ones, but you don't want to pay a whole lot for life insurance.
Right. So I used to sell life insurance back in the day, and what surprised me the most is that people were more concerned about insuring their cell phones rather than insuring their life. Mm-hmm. And some people I ran across blatantly said, like, well, it won't be my problem because I'll be gone, and, mm-hmm. and they can just deal with it. And so I think when you explain it as that it's really an income protector, if something goes wrong, then you have enough life insurance that will maybe pay for the house, maybe pay for the car. Maybe you can take, a few months off of work and it won't be, no hardship on you, mm-hmm. right? Because now you're mourning the loss of someone, obviously, that you loved. Mm-hmm. So life insurance is a lot more than just preparing for a funeral. Mm-hmm. It will help you a lot more. And maybe you can't afford to get a $500,000 policy. Maybe you can't afford to get $300,000, but get something. If nothing else, get enough to cover your funeral expenses, so that's not a hardship on your family, and you're not putting up a GoFundMe page hoping that people are going to donate, right? Because you know that you have this life insurance and it's going to kick in. God forbid, hopefully you won't need it for a long time.
Yes, definitely.
So if you have any questions about life insurance, you want to know a little bit more about it, you want to get some cost of what it would be, whatever your age is or whatever health conditions you may have, or if you're just healthy. Another thing I wanted to say real quick is you brought up a good point, Isabel, when we were talking about a lot of people think they have life insurance through their job.
Right.
And they do. But share what you were telling me of what happened.
Well, I was talking to an individual, coworker of mine actually, and she went to check her insurance because, she's up in age. She wanted to make sure that she was insured. Well, guess what?
Through her employer.
Through her employer. The insurance that you have through your employer belongs to your employer, even though it's covering you. So they could make any changes to the policy, and they could do that because that's their policy, right? And God forbid if you lose your job, you're not going to be able to have that coverage because it's gone. They're the one paying for it. Not only that, when you go acquire new insurance, because you're much older, it's going to cost you more, so you're not going to be able to be insured. So I always suggest that even though you have insurance to your employer, that insurance could change or be gone at any given time. You want to be able to have your own insurance.
And that insurance normally would not cover everything that you may need it to cover. Correct. Everything that you may need to pay for, because it's like your salary or salary times one, or whatever the case may be. I hope you guys found this information helpful and just how important life insurance really is for an individual. If you have any questions about this, you can reach out to me. I can put you in direct contact with Isabel. She'll be happy to sit down with you and explain some things to you. If you have, in general, real estate questions, reach out to me. I'll answer any question you have and help you in any way I can. I'll see you guys next month. Thanks.
Thanks.